you want, what you want.
YouTube, Santos with Fail Gaming here, and in today's video I want to talk about a little game from ArenaNet. You may have heard of it, you may have not. Yes, it's Guild Wars 2. The beta weekend event was this past weekend, their second beta. They did some good things with optimizing it, so I was able to take some more video. In this video I want to discuss karma merchants, and using the auction house to your advantage. But before we get to the karma talk, we're gonna check out a little snippet of Group Boss. Basically, it's in the swamplands. Check it out. Pretty cool shadow behemoth there in the swamplands. Like I said, it was only a little snippet because I was lagging a little bit while recording. My frames per second dropped immensely because he was doing a lot of AoE, and there's about 40 people in the zone, so you get to look at a picture of my char engineer before we talk about karma merchants, and the auction house. You see here, this is a karma merchant. He actually became available to sell karma stuff once you finished his area quest. You're going to find a lot of these hearts when you finish their area quest that they have for you. You can go and ask them to see their inventory list, and they will sell stuff for karma. You see, I have just under 6,000 karma. I have been doing a lot of my story mode quests and a lot of different. Right now, I'm in the human 15. I think it's 15 to 25 zone. So I'm ranked down to level 16, but I'm really 26. I'm just looking at the stuff he's got for sale. Some of the stuff he's got for sale is probably side grade or not as good as what I'm using, but because it is, I'm in a lower level area, so I'm just looking at the mods right now. Karma merchants can sell a wide variety of stuff. You can get a merchant. Most of these are in the towns, but you can find a merchant that sells only food items for your cooking. This guy sells some headpiece items, and he's selling some pistols and some rifles. You see there, most of all karma merchants sell also the salvage kits that you can get off of them for a couple karma. There's a lot of these merchants all over, so once you finish the quest, like I said, you can click on them and ask them for it. They're a really good addition. You don't have to spend your gold on any of this stuff. This is the Black Lion Trader. He's basically the trading post guy. You can also access the trading post via your menu in the top left, but you won't be able to get anything. Like if you buy something, you actually have to go to the trading post to pick it up. You can also sell stuff via the menu trading post, but you won't get the gold. You will have to go to the trading post to pick it up. So it's pretty neat that you can check the auction house from wherever you are, and if you want to buy something, you can. You just got to port to a town or somewhere that's got a trading post guy and pick it up. What I'm doing right now is sorting my gear out so I can sell it. You don't have to do this. It's just something that I do to make sure that I'm keeping what I want. I'm looking at everything to make sure I want to keep it or I want to sell it. You see some of the stuff I hovered over is salvageable, and instead of selling it as a raw material, I will salvage it and see what I can get. Sometimes you can get 2 or 3 pieces of an item from it, or crafting material from it, so it'll sell. You have more stuff to sell, like you'll see when I do it. That badge of honor that I just moved, it's something from world view. So all that stuff, I'm just moving to the bottom, so I know that I want to keep that. One thing that I want to discuss now, something that I was doing at the beginning of the beta weekend and last beta, because I really wasn't interested at all in crafting. I'm going to probably do some eventually, but I was just trying to level and get the experience and play some other classes. I'm only 26 because the first beta weekend I played 3 or 4 different classes to like level 13. So, and then I did some videos on different weapons and unlocking different abilities. So I didn't really focus on leveling in this beta weekend. I wanted to focus on leveling one character so I could get into the Ascalonian dungeon. So this weekend I wasn't really focusing on crafting either, but what I was doing for the gold, because you actually need gold for a bunch of different things, I was vendoring everything. I was picking up stuff, chopping wood, hitting ore nodes so I can get the ore, and hitting, like, using my sickle to scavenge bushes for the fruit and whatever. I was doing all that stuff just so I could have more stuff to vendor. While I was doing that, you see right here, I'm opening the small saddlebags that I got. You get those off of different mobs. Some of them have coin in it, some of them have just like some leather pieces in it, some have, you can get a bunch of different stuff from it. Some cloth, some little totems. But what I was doing was I was vendoring everything and thinking that was a good way to make gold. And then today, or the last day of the beta weekend, Sunday, I was thinking about checking the auction house and maybe looking at it and seeing what I can do. And I noticed that this auction house is a lot different than some of the other auction houses in other games. Why is it different? Well, there's almost an instant auction house feature to this that makes it a lot better, in my opinion anyway, than some of the other auction houses. I used to hate putting a bunch of stuff on the auction house and then having to check on it daily to see if it's sold. You don't have to check, you can always get your mail, but I was like that. I wanted to check to see if it was selling, to see if somebody was competing with prices over me, or had just basically just killed my chances of selling anything because he just lowered the prices on everything I wanted to sell by half. So I never liked playing the auction house much, but in this game there's a feature where if you go to buy something on the auction house, let's say, and it's about, I don't know, let's say it's 100 gold. Well, if you don't want to pay that, you can put that item up there as a request saying that you are looking for, let's say, a copper ore. You're looking for 1 copper ore and you want to spend 10 copper on it. Well, you can list that as a listing. Take Craigslist. You can use like a Craigslist type thing and put that as a listing that you're looking to buy. And then when I go to sell, if I'm going to sell copper ore, it'll show if there's anybody interested in copper ore and what they're willing to spend. Now, me as a seller can say, that's a good price. And I can say, okay, I'm going to sell it. And then it's an instant transaction. This is the trading company. This is basically your auction house. You see there's the gem store. That's the currency exchange. There's the auction house part, and this is the selling on the trading post. There's my transaction. It says no results, but I did do something, so that's bugged. See, I made some profit. There's where you go to pick up your profit. I had sold some while on the road, but here's where you want to sell some stuff. I'm going to show you what I mean, where people, like you see there, that's all the stuff that I have that I can sell. And if you look at the underneath where it says item, it tells you how many people are interested, how many they want, and what they're willing to spend. You can hover over your item that you want to sell, and it'll tell you what it vendors for. And then you can see if somebody's willing to spend more on it. You see it vendors for 4. Somebody wanted to sell it for, what is it, 2, and I just sold it. But I really wasn't paying attention, I think, to that one. But if you look at the copper, I believe it vendors for 3, and somebody wanted to buy it for 2, or for 20. Sorry, for 20. So from 3 copper that it vendors for, somebody's looking to pay 20 copper per. So that's a big 17 copper there. This I do not want to sell, so I'm going to skip it. But you see there, it's worth more to vendor sell it if you wanted to sell it than it is to sell on the auction house. Here's some logs. Somebody's wanting to spend 8 copper on it, and they vendor for 2. So obviously that's a 6 copper markup. And you'll see me do this with all the items. It's a good way to make some easy money if you're looking to make some quick money. You can still vendor everything. It's not, you're not gonna screw yourself for vendoring, but you can take a couple minutes out and do this. Like I said, you don't even have to do this from the trading post guy. It just so happens that I was coming back to repair to this town, so I decided to do it here. But you can open the trading post from anywhere, and you could sell all this stuff. You just have to go back to the trading post in one of the cities to pick up your money later. But you can do this from anywhere. You're gonna see me doing this to all this stuff. It's a pretty neat idea, I would say. I don't know too many games that are using this format. I call it the in-game Craigslist because people are listing that they're looking to buy stuff, and you're saying you're just obliging them. You have those, they're looking to buy it, so you can sell it to them. Or you can be a prick if you want and just say, okay, you want to buy it, you have to meet my demands. And you can list yours for a couple copper more, or a couple gold more, or whatever. You see there at the bottom left on the chat bubble, the ArenaNet team said that they were going to be doing the event finale. Well, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool event finale. You finally got to see a dragon, though it was flying around and not landing and attacking. It was kind of sort of like a zombie apocalypse type thing. There was no zombies, but it kind of had that feel. If you died, you turned into one of the enemy, and now your objectives changed. And instead of killing all the bad guys, your objective was to turn everybody into one of your kind. So, pretty fun event. As you see me selling stuff on the auction house. So far, this game, I think, I don't want to say it's going to be the next WoW killer. Too many people get into that. The fanboys are really bad about doing that. So far, this game, to me, is a really fun game. It's something you can play in mass scale with World v World v World. It's something you can play solo with World v World v World. You don't have to get on Vent or TeamSpeak or Mumble with a clan or a guild and follow direction piece by piece. It'll help if you're planning on being successful, getting together as a unit and following instruction, but you can run with the pack. Whatever they're doing, just follow them around, kill stuff, and you will get the credit for everything that's going on, because this game is not about being in a group or grouping as much as it is just running in packs. And that's for everything, for area quests, for group quests. You saw that at the beginning of this video, the group video. I wasn't in a group, but I still got credit for all of that stuff. The thing about this game that makes it different, stands out from other MMO, other monthly MMOs or other free-to-play, is that after you buy the game, you don't have to pay a monthly sub fee. So if you buy it and you don't like it, you don't have to worry about paying 15 bucks a month. If you do like it, you're gonna get a lot of enjoyment. I think I'm already enjoying it, and it hasn't even gone live yet. Well guys, my name is Santos. Keep an eye out for my next video. It's going to be a bigger overview video with a lot more in-game footage. And as always, if you like the video, please like it and subscribe for future videos. And this is Santos with Fail Gaming saying, see ya! What you